I was offered a $200,000 a year job. And I'm not doing it right now. I'm actually a teacher. Interesting. I used to be an engineer, a software engineer. But why didn't I take that money? What's going on? So I want to share some lessons and not just brag or say it. It's not to brag or anything. It's literally to share how that opportunity came about and to show you what industries will help you to make more money. I was in a place, I had my son, and I realized I started learning about investing and financial education. And I was like, oh my gosh, we've been saving for years and years and years. We haven't been investing as much as we could. And this could totally change our lives and we need to increase our income, but how are we going to do it? And so I said, I have these skills, but I don't know if they're super high income skills. And so how am I going to make more money for my family and for us to move somewhere else and to be able to live the life that we want to live? And so what I ended up doing was just searching for jobs, and I would search and search and search. And eventually I found this one job. It was a sales job. And so I want to encourage you, if you are willing to take the risk, it can be a risk to do a sales job, but it also has high reward, right? With high risk sometimes comes high reward. And especially if you're younger, getting into sales can be a great thing. So many successful people that I've been learning from online and from reading their books, they were in sales. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, sold fax machines door to door for 7 years before now she's a billionaire because she invented Spanx. Same thing, Alex Hormozy, Grant Cardone, all these people, they started in sales. And so there's other industries you can get into, but at the end of the day, people need things. People want things or products or services, and that's what sales is. And so you can provide a product or a service to someone and provide a solution for them, and then they pay you money for it. And so sales, it doesn't have to be this sleazy thing. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up thinking like sales was kind of this weird thing or sleazy or whatever. You just had a bad taste in your mouth about it, that people are trying to rip you off or something. And that's not necessarily the case. And so anyways, how did I get this job? What was this job? Let me go ahead and share some information with you so that hopefully it can help you and open your eyes up on your wealth building journey. And if you're trying to make more money for yourself and your family in your future. All right, so my first piece of advice would be to go ahead and look for sales jobs. And so I was going on LinkedIn and I was going on Indeed and different job sites. And that's eventually how I found this one job. This job was actually for roofing. Crazy, right? And so they would provide different roofs for people if they had problems with the storms and stuff. And around this area, there were tons and tons of problems with roofs. And you can actually get a good deal with it if you go with the company and they have this deal. And so I was like, hey, I was at a point where I'm like, I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to do whatever I need to do because what I'm doing right now is not working. It's not getting me where I want to be. And I'm willing to make a change and try something different. And so it was sales. It was with roofing. And I looked at other sales jobs and had some interviews and had some conversations and applied and things like that. But this was the one where I actually did get an interview and there were actually like 5,000 applicants. And so like, you know, when you're on Indeed or LinkedIn and it says like 200 applicants, 1,000 applicants, and you're like, how am I ever going to get noticed? And so I'm actually going to do a video if you want on information on how I actually got an interview with that many people and then a job offer. And so, of course, did I have to work for that money? Would I have had to work for the money? Yes. And so it's not a guarantee. And anyone knows with a sales job that sometimes they have a base pay and then you can earn more. And that's part of the pros of it, right? Is that you get a base salary, but then, or you don't even get a base and then you can earn more money. And so I did a lot of talking to all these people and was able to say, hey, is this actually a possibility? And they were very transparent and shared their salaries and their experience and how long it took them to make that much money, etc. And it seemed like a possibility. And so anyways, one reason I didn't take it was I was working on becoming a teacher and I really care about helping people and teaching people information and sharing the journey and education and stuff. And roofing doesn't have anything to do with that, right? At that point, I was just worried about taking care of my family. And so that's a big priority for me. And so even though it doesn't align with my passion or what I'm interested in, it was going to take care of my family and hopefully get us to a situation where we could be in a better financial place. And I needed more money to do that. And so I was willing to try. And so I didn't end up taking it for multiple reasons for that reason, but then I love to teach and to serve. I ended up actually getting a new teaching job and I love the job that I have and I'm actually going to be staying there. I just feel very grateful and blessed for the opportunity. But it was there. And so I just want to encourage you that there are so many jobs out there. And so be willing to look and to try to find something different. And be open. And I know I was so upset and I really, really wanted to find a different job. And I'm like, how am I going to learn these skills and how am I going to do this? And so I'm going to share more videos on my channel if that's helpful to you about what skills you can learn. I do have a video on my channel about high income skills you can learn. There's different industries you can get into. And sometimes you just also have to start. And honestly, guys, like this would have been a really great job for some people to start. It's there. And so if you're willing to do something different and to put in the work and go do that, you can get there too. And so I just want to encourage you and to share that it's possible. Like a girl like me got the job, and I can share more information if you want a video on that, on how I was able to get noticed and get an interview with them and have them take their time to talk to me. Someone who's a teacher. I was an engineer before, but just a teacher, and a girl that was gonna try sales. And so let me know if you're interested in that. But I just want to encourage you, if you're trying to make more money, see how you can improve yourself. And so part of the reason that I was able to get the job was some of the characteristics and the persistence and the things that I showed there, which you can learn. Anybody can learn that. But the other part of it was that I was willing to go where the money was. And so go where the money is. I heard that sales is where there's a lot of money. And so I looked for sales jobs. And then I did know some people who were able to filter out, that's not a good sales job, or that does not make sense. And so you do have to be mindful of that. But there are a lot of really good sales jobs out there and a lot of other jobs in different industries. And so if you're young and you're trying to find a career path to go to, hopefully find it with your passion and something that you're interested in. I know like engineering is a pretty lucrative career, and a lot of people love it and they get to work on cool projects and stuff. And so if you can marry something where you can make income and where you can also have a decent salary, then that's the best bet. But anyways, I hope this video was helpful to you, or at least spark something within you. I will definitely post a follow-up on how I was able to get that interview. If you're interested, let me know below. But I just want to encourage you to keep going, keep looking, build your skills. A lot of it is about the skills, right? Like, how do doctors get paid a certain amount? They learn a certain skill. But then also sometimes you might have to be willing to take a low salary, like Alex Hermosi. He was college educated. He had this consultant job and he had the dream job, or so they thought, or what was told was a dream job. And then he gave that all up and started a gym. And it took years and years and years, but now he's on his path to become a billionaire. And so it depends on where you are in your life. It depends on if you have a family. It depends on your personality. But there's so many options. And I just want to encourage you to don't limit yourself and really figure out where you think you could shine and also what you're willing to do. Like some people are like, I don't care. I'm going to go do that job. It might not be my passion, but it's going to get me money. And so go for it. So thank you so much for being here. You've got this. I will be sharing more videos on financial education. A lot of people seem to be resonating with that, some mindset, encouragement along the way. And I hope it's helpful to you. So thanks so much for being here. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, share with a friend, subscribe for more. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. You got this. You're going to find that job for you too.